friends, denizens of the internet, hello and welcome back to the return of Subnautica Below Zero over here at Lost Time Gaming. I am Diva. We are jumping back into the shoes of our protagonist, Robin. It's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure I got that correct. That being said, as you can see, we're kind of paused here with the PDA pulled up, but you can see on the right here, I have some things pinned here as to what I looked through and what we kind of need to do moving forward, opposed to things that I don't know about yet. You know, like I still am missing a couple of the hover fox parts. I'm still missing a couple of those, but apart from that, we can build the skeleton for Alan. That's one thing we can do. We can build a prawn suit, because these are all things I'm pretty sure that I can get without too much issue. We need to build the seatruck docking module so we can actually carry the prawn suit around with us. We have to build the spy pangling and the remote for the spy pangling so we can do science over in the winter area. I don't really know what we'll get at the end of that, but I'm pretty sure it's important. And these are a couple things I just want to make just so we have them. So we got a headlamp here, which requires ion battery, but as you can see, I have both the ion battery and the ion power cell here. So I might actually make a couple of those depending on how time consuming it is. Now, that being said, this is all stuff that I'd like to get done. Maybe not all in one episode, but maybe two. So again, this is just stuff that I kind of looked through and saw that are like the kind of jumping off point for what we're going to be doing in the future. I said, apart from, you know, finding more stuff for Alan, because if you go and look down here, I think it's all the way down here. Yeah, we actually have to have 3 things for Alan: tissues and organs too, but we only really have the skeleton currently, and I'm pretty sure we get those by finding more and more of those points that he kind of points us at. That being said, we don't really have any more of those right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take care of what we can take care of. And I'll do, you know, because I am recording now, I'll do a couple of maybe updates and stuff as we get them, or as I get them, as I collect stuff, and because I have no idea how long this is all going to take to get these materials. I'd like to at least get like the prawn suit and stuff done today, so we'll see how it goes. That being said, I will be back once I've made some sort of progress, and hopefully it does not take forever. That being said, I'll see you in the progress side. Alright, so did a whole bunch of farming, not enough, obviously. As you can still see, we have the full list on our right side here. I came back to the main base to get the vehicle station. I can't remember what the technical term for it was. The thing that lets us make vehicles. It's a real thing, I swear. Nope, there it is, the mobile vehicle bay. I was trying to figure out where that was. I thought I left it by the main base. But I've been swimming around here for a good long while, and it ain't here. Now, I remember in original Subnautica, to simulate kind of like a tidal effect, I'm pretty sure the stuff that you put in the water that was just floating on the surface would move. Because I remember a couple of times, like the vehicle creation station or whatever it was, I just looked at it, was not in the same place where I left it, so kind of like drift in the tides. But it's not here, and maybe I left it over by the other base, the home base. There we go, the Revenge. But it definitely ain't here. So I'm gonna keep working on that, and I'll see you back. I just want to check in. It's been about a half hour, close to it, that I've been collecting materials, and gonna head back to the other base and start working on getting this made, and hopefully maybe we can find the vehicle station while we're there as an aside. But that being said, still got more farming to do. I will see you in the future. Alright, as the sun sets, we've finally made some barest modicum of progress. I had to build a brand new mobile vehicle bay because my other one's just it's gone. I don't know where it's gone to, but it's gone. That is unfortunate for me, as I didn't feel like making another one of these, but oh boy did we. It's lovely. Oh man. Alright, so and just for the record, I'm about an hour on time here, so that's good. I just realized, kinda need to not do this right here. You know what, I guess that time has passed, because what we need is, we need to make a module for the seatruck, the seatruck docking module. There we go. That's gonna be the new booty on the seatruck. Yes, make it, my pretties, yes. Now drop it in the ocean unceremoniously. Just give it the old sploosh. Lovely. Alright, so we'll go and grab this. Just out of curiosity, no, there is no beacon on the vehicle station. Alright, just wanted to make sure. Alright, let's pilot this bad boy over to the USS Not Sure, which is what I renamed the vehicle today, because I just watched Idiocracy the other day, and yeah, that's just enough said on here. I don't think this is going to let me just attach it here, unfortunately. Oh no, wow, I thought we could only have two sections, but thankfully, no. It did say that's an end section only, so maybe that's why it let us do it. But now that's done, we can come back up here and make the prawn suit, which is our bipedal robot, basically. And who doesn't want one of those? Weirdos. Weirdos are people I wouldn't trust don't want bipedal robots. That's who. Alright, yes. I really wish you didn't put it that far away, because the downfall of the prawn suit, as awesome as having a bipedal robot at your control is, it's slow. It's, it might be the slowest thing ever invented by man, or at least, no, don't go down there. Don't go down there. It was extremely slow in Subnautica 1, to the point where you really only used it for deep dives. But, oh yes. Thank you, Garçon. Now, oh, still got the jump jets, that's good. Speed boost, left shift, vertical thrust, space, exit, E. Speed boost? Wow, so they must have heard me complaining about how slow it is. Alright, so...
Take fluid intake immediately.
Oh yeah, I forgot to deal with that. Wait, do I come under? What are we doing here? You're killing me, Smalls. Oh, do I just slap it on the back? Okay, I was wondering how that was gonna work. We just kind of slap it on the back, and there it is. Although, sadly, I can't jump out the back of the seatruck anymore. I was kind of enjoying that, but now we got the old big boy. I don't... So let's go in here so we can start removing some of these things from my pinned list, I guess, just because it's annoying to have them all there. So we don't need that. We don't need that or that. That's nice. Look at that. That's much better. That's much better than it was a second ago. I did get all of this stuff. I apparently just had to waste the plasteel ingot. I didn't know I was wasting to make the prawn suit, I think it was. But I did have all this stuff, and nothing came up on the fabricator to make it. So I think that's kind of like we have to have a all three kind of deal, or go someplace specifically to make it. And I didn't have that. So now that we have the prawn suit, I didn't even think look at the prawn suit here as to what the depth rating was. Actually, hold on. We got any upgrades? No, of course not. Grades are for chumps. Okay. Enter the prawn suit. Down we go. Oh, see, this has a 400 meter depth rating, which is really nice. How fast is this speed boost? Oh, nice. It's like a vertical thrust. Cool, cool. Alright, so this will allow us to get even further, because we can go down to the 300, I think it is, with the seatruck normally. And then we can hop out into the prawn suit, go down a little further. But we kind of have to be wary, because as you notice, the prawn suit has a finite amount of, like, thrust in the jump jets. So we can't just drop it into the abyss, so to speak, and go from there. Because if it goes below a threshold we can't reach it, then we have to make another one, basically. And as I just found out with the vehicle station, which I'm not going to bother with, because as far as I know, we don't need that anymore, because we can make all the mods and stuff for it back at the home, the Revenge. So let's get this back to base, and then we can give it a fancy new paint job and a name. That being said, I think the thing we're gonna take care of either in the next episode. I don't think I have enough footage recorded for this episode. I've been playing for an hour, and I would wager I have about 10 minutes of usable footage, because the rest has just been collecting resources. It was a really big blow to get all the resources we need for both the docking station and the prawn suit together, and then realized that the vehicle creation station was just gone. I swam around the whole starting zone looking for it, thinking I had left it there. I remember I had moved it off to the side in the starting zone to make space for the seatruck the seatruck modules, as apparently those really like needed depth before the machine was like, yeah, I'll build these. It just refused to build it because it wasn't deep enough. So I moved it, but it was still like right there in the starting zone. It was just off to the side where it was a little deeper. It's gone though. So now there's two floating around, so in case we have to use them again, I'm sure we'll find one of them. I mean, it's a small planet after all. I mean, it's not that small, but leave me alone. I don't have time for shenanigans. That, and you might be attacking. Oh, I'm gonna drown to death. That's probably not good. You know what? Can we just take a second and make some water so I don't drown to death? That's not what's going to occur. We're going to die of dehydration. Hey, there we go.
Seek fluid.
Yeah, I get you. I know you. There we go. There we go. That's good. Water is good. Oh man. Well, it's one thing, like, you know, you have to farm up all these materials, and you have a finite amount of carrying space, even with the storage module on the seatruck. Like, that only has a couple more, you know, things to store, and there's so many materials that you're carrying so much stuff that after a while, like, you're out in a farming run, and it's like, oh, you're running low on water, you catch 2 bladderfish, and then you need those 2 spaces, and everything else is non-disposable, because that's why you came out there, so you end up eating the bladderfish, and that doesn't help anybody. Becomes a vicious cycle. It was really disheartening to have to rebuild that vehicle station. Oh man, I didn't want to do that. But it only took a couple more minutes. It was basically what it came down to is I had to make another CPU, which was gold, copper wire, and something else I don't remember. Oh, those mushrooms, the table coral. And it just didn't want to give me any copper. It knew I wanted copper. It wasn't going to give it to me though. So can we hop out the back on this? No? Oh, there is a ladder though. Ooh, eject docked vehicle. That's cool. Get out of here. I don't know when I would use that. I mean, it's cool that I can kind of like airdrop in the prawn suit. That's not a feature I knew I wanted, but I'm glad I have it now. Oh man, bipedal robot though, so good. And I believe we just have grabby hands. Grabby hands. All right, so let's hop in here. See if we can dock this bad boy. Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now, again, we're dying of dehydration, but that's fine for the moment. I don't think we have any. No, we've got nothing basically in here. We've got all of these in the world, which we're gonna do something with eventually. And I had to get a bunch more diamond because I ran out of diamond again. So we'll get that. Still want to get this done. The ion battery, which that's I'm pretty sure I have most of that. No, that's not a goal. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We want to change this bad boy. We're gonna call you Citizen. Oh, that's so tiny. Hold on. That's so tiny. Can I get closer? There we go. I can actually read it. Citizen Snips. It's a Futurama reference if nobody gets that. That's fine. We were not brought upon this world to get it. Let's go like a blue with a bright red stripe and go with like a, I don't know, like an aqua. Interior will be like a deep purple. No, that's the same thing as the seatruck. Let's try like a kind of lime yellow green. And the name can be bright red. Why not? All right, let's take a look at that. That looks, well, the interior looks kind of cool. That's like it's like a 90s sneaker if I ever seen one. Citizen snaps. Okay. So now we have to go get some bladderfish or we die, but we don't need the prawn suit for that. And I wonder if the docking mechanism on the seatruck, sorry, actually recharges the prawn suit like the moon pool will. Alright, I mean, I could find bladderfish down here, but it's just gonna be easier to go elsewhere and get them. Basically, the bladderfish can be basically found everywhere, but they're way more prevalent in the shallow areas. Because, you know, obviously, we've got giant spiky armored things living at about, you know, just below 100 meters. Why would you want to get that close to that if you were some sort of, basically a giant water bag living in water with no defenses or anything? And I found out you can quick escape the sea truck as long as you're pointed down, because it can't have you, like, I guess it's probably something to do with like balancing issues on the plane of the sea truck. Like the game just can't handle it, so it just kicks you out. So that's fun. I thought there'd be more. I saw one. I was like, I got excited, but that was foolishness. I see there's more of the spiky angry fish up here. That's not cool. I didn't want spiky angry fish.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Yes. The problem with our setup now is that I'm so behind on water, we have to get like a whole crap load of water. I would say maybe like 10 bladderfish, because we need to fully refill our water and carry a sizable amount to wander around with. And like you need four waters to get a full water bar, so to speak. Leave me alone. Oh, hi, Reaper. What are you doing here? You're a little far from home, bud. You could go elsewhere and just leave me alone forever. That'd be great. I hate those things so much. I hate them. Basically, anything making large, scary noises underwater is on my list of things I don't enjoy. Which, I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in that regard. Pretty sure a lot of people would agree with that statement. You're huge and make big, scary noises and eat flesh. You know, you're on my not cool list. That's just the way these things go. That being said, I did say I wanted to make these episodes longer, but I don't know. I made that statement before I realized the sheer scale of farming and just mindless wandering I was going to have to do in preparation for this episode. I knew it was going to be bad, just because I knew there were so many things that required a spectrum of materials that I just wasn't, you know, equipped with at the time. I was like, oh no. And that's half the reason I put it off, is because I didn't want to put out something, you know, just a half-hearted effort. That's why I, you know, took the time to do a lot of farming today, as I felt like, you know, we had to cross that threshold of being stuck at needs to farm street and doesn't want to farm station. We had to, I don't know. All I know is that it took a lot of material grinding, and then accompanied with that and the fact that I couldn't find the vehicle creation station. That's not the right term. I keep calling it something incorrect. You'll have to forgive me. But suffice to say, once I started getting mats, things came together. But then I realized, like, okay, you got these materials, but you need this one more material. And now this material needs these materials. And it was like, oh, I just want to cry a little bit. I didn't, obviously, because it's, you know, it wasn't that desperate of a scenario, but it's just like, you get a little slow exhalation of breath and rethink your life choices, and then continue doing the same thing you were doing anyway. Alright, so how many of those we got? I'm dying. Okay, it doesn't matter how many we got. That my battery for this thing is about to run out. I'm seeking fluid intake, don't you worry. Yes, the pain. I don't think that's how dying from dehydration. No, I don't think that's how dying from dehydration works.
Stabilizing.
But we'll go with it. I assume it'd be like dying from lack of food, where you just kind of you run out of energy and you just kind of lay down until you're dead over X amount of time. Not a really ideal situation in which to die. You'd really rather not do that. Okay, so we got a fair amount of water, but watch go. Yep. Uh-huh. And there. Now we have 3, which isn't even a full water bar's worth of water. It's so awkward to call it that. So let's round up another wave of water here. Let's say 6. That's a full thing and some change, so we just let it go for a good long while after this round. And yeah, that will take up a lot of space in our inventory, but the water, it gets used so frequently, a couple of extra slots of water isn't the worst thing in the world. I only got 1 nutrition block left, yeah, but those, the food lasts way longer in the water, so that's fine. Nope, come here, you fish, you slippery. Sometimes they're way better about it now. And in Subnautica 1, the fish did not want to die. Like, if you came close to a fish and wasn't dead on it, oh man, it was a struggle to track it down sometimes, because they just make, you know, sharp turns and like basically pull a U-turn and you keep going. You're like, wait, what happened here? I saw you. Where'd you go? That and the bladderfish are like semi-transparent, so like if you're not paying attention to them, they kind of disappear, both from the refresh rate of the monitor you're using and the fact that they're translucent to begin with. Alright, so let's make some more water. Water, good. Yes. Now my next hurdle, I think what we're gonna do is, for next episode, I believe we're going to... I'm gonna get the spy pangling and the spy pangling remote done, and I want to definitely make it, if not the power cells, at least a couple of those ion batteries. Mostly just because I got, you know, like a dozen, if not more, of those ion cubes, and I know they're way better than, you know, the regular batteries I'm using, so it's kind of aggravating that I have so many of them and don't do anything with them. That being said, I think that's the whole reason we came up here, was to get water, and now that we've done that, pretty sure our next thing is going to be table coral, because we got to make a couple more batteries because all our batteries are dead. I think. I know I only have like the last full battery I had was just using the Sea Glide, and that's already almost gone. So we're going to need... I have a couple of ribbon plants, but they're 2 a pop and copper ore. Yeah, that's going to be some farming to make another fresh round of batteries, so to speak. But it's not going to be very far. So, thankfully, the Not Sure is in the shallows over here. We're just going to go hop in that. Make sure everything is made that we have materials for. I'm just looking over at the list right now. Just, no... Like I said, I would have had that headlamp made if it operated with a regular battery, not an ion battery. I'm trying to be a jerk about it. That being said, I think I could safely say that's all the time I have for this episode. Mostly because it's been, you know, like close to an hour and 20 minutes now. That being said, I hope this was sufficient for a return to Subnautica Below Zero. Like I said, I've been hesitant about it for a while, just because I didn't want to do anything totally devoid of any interest or excitement at all. No, come on, get out of here. So, that being said, thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and get subscribed. Let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about my gameplay, my commentary, or anything else in general. That being said, thanks for watching. As usual, I'll catch you all on the flip side.